This is First Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. All praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Machakwadash. A double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, the brother Ashiyar here once again. Get some light in here. Brother Ashiyar here once again. All right, located out here in Long Island, New York. All right, here to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity, and just going into another lesson. And this lesson is going to be based off some current events that's been happening, where you have a major flashpoint of activity of prophecy, where you have in Texas, you have a major border crisis. Babylon the Great, America is being infiltrated by what they're saying is many thousands and thousands, excuse me, of military age men from countries that are known to be to harbor what? Terrorism. So essentially, this is a major breach in the armor and the security of America, Babylon the Great. And you know, the blue states, you know, it's ironic because the Democratic states expect the red states, the Republican states, which are the ones that's mainly on the border. You got Texas. Well, you also have Cali. I believe Cali, part of that is on the border, but Texas is one of the main ones that they're going through. And they want these states to shoulder the burden. All right. And yet I don't want to deal with the consequence and what it's going to what it requires in those states when all these people enter this country. All right. And they already can't even take care of the homeless people that's already here, but yet they're welcoming all these people. And most of them are going to become what? Enemy combatants. I can't say most necessarily, but it's fair to say that a good majority of them are very much a potential threat. Okay. And many of them will be sleeper cells, like the brother Bakwar Moth was going into. All right. And that's going to be coming in the time of what? In the time of Jacob's trouble, in a time where you're going to have all these different troops, because a lot of these American military, they're not going to want to turn on the American people. So what the elites have to do is they have to send in men from other countries. But how can they have an influx of these people in this country without there being major alarms going off? Well, they will have to do it in a kind of sneaky way, which is what they're doing with the border. All right. But yet it really isn't sneaky. It's not low, because the elites at this point, you know, their councils are failing them. They're seeking to familiar spirits, and they're making stupid decisions. But at any rate, you know, they're desperate because this word is coming out. So it's obvious what they're doing. And the state of Texas is not with it. All right. So what are they doing? They're setting up barbed wire. They're trying to get support. And all of the other, I think it was 25 states in total combined. All right. I don't know if that includes Texas itself, but that's just about right, split down the middle. Half of America, okay, of these states are supporting Texas and saying that they're going to give resources, and if they have to send their you know, their guards from their states or whatever they have to do, that they're willing to do it, because they're calling it an invasion. I think they're invoking an invasion clause. So this is a major division, and the Lord said it best, that a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. All right, so Yahweh Shai, our Lord, said that, and this is what we're seeing panning out with the situation in Texas. All right, we're seeing what? We're seeing the division and the lines being drawn. Okay, and this fractured kingdom, because Biden is saying, well, you're going to have to deal with it, and he's creating a policy where all these migrants can come in without them being checked at all. You know, they could be from anywhere. They could be having anything on them. You know what I'm saying? They could be capable of, they could be trained killers from other countries, and it's probably that's probably is the case for a lot of them. All right, so the Biden administration is allowing this, and the red states are saying, okay, well now this is a problem. Now your lack of your lack of leadership here, and what they're doing is leading to what? To a dangerous situation. Okay, and they're not going for it. So now this kingdom is fractured. And what do you think the enemies of America are looking at? Russia, China, Iran, uh, 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 you know, all the other countries that's allied to Russia. Okay, what do you think they're thinking? They're thinking, oh, America's looking weak now. They're fractured. They're not even on the same accord. And America has always been divided to an extent in terms of red and blue, and that's those tactics that the elites be using too to keep the people separated. You know, to categorize you, you're in a blue state, you're in a red state, or you're a Democrat, you're a Republican. Which that's another thing that proved that this is Rome all over again, because it said what? Had two horns as a lamb, but spake as a dragon, which is referring to America because it has a two-party system. All right, two horns represent power. So in America, you have these two major power structures, which is the Democrat and the Republican parties, and they basically it's like a pendulum. You know, it keeps going back and forth between them. So sometimes it's in the blue state favor, and sometimes in the red state favor. All right, so now we have a Democratic president, and the Republicans ain't fucking with it, man. So this is going to lead to what? The enemies of America looking at a great opportunity to prevail over her. Okay, she is weak. Take balm for her pain. You know, if so be, she may be healed, but she will not be healed. All right, Babylon is falling, and that's going to be fulfilled when this place is destroyed. But you know, leading up to it, this place is sick. It's weak. It doesn't have the same force. It's spread thin, and this is all going to lead to what? The fulfillment of these prophecies concerning America falling to the wayside, and the time with Jacob's trouble, because you're going to have all these different troops. You're going to have United Nations. These men entering the country could very well be, and I believe that they are. A lot of them are United Nations troops. You know, if there's nobody that's really stopping them, then why wouldn't they come into this country? So these are the things that's happening. And what does it say? That they're gonna be like madmen, sparing none. So you have something called oath keepers in America, which is basically, you know, those patriotic Edomites and military guys. Some could be National Guard, some could be ex-military, whatever. And they are of the mindset that they're going to protect so-called freedom in America, you know, the rights, the sovereignty of America, you know, with their lives. So they're going to be clashing against these UN troops and these other troops that are brought in from wherever. And you can see the invasion is already happening. See, the Lord be doing things, and then you see the result of it, but he'll show you what he's doing, because ultimately, who's the one orchestrating all this? The Heavenly Father, by Hashem Yahushai. So we'll see things happen, and then these people are Americans are stupid, so they'll forget about it. But the Lord has the spirit on us to do lessons about it. And then what happens? You see how it plays out. It might be a month later. It might be a couple months later. It might be a year later. But we're in the time where things is popping off rapidly. So, and this also plays into the hand of the CBDC and the digitalization of everything, because now, in order to track all of these people that have just been allowed to come in, what are they going to do? They're going to say, all right, well, we got to have a chip. We got to have some way to track these people. What's the best way to do that? What's the best way to secure us? All right, we'll use this chip, which is the mark of the beast, to do it. So a lot of these northern tribes, the so-called Latin tribes that's coming in here, they're coming here for judgment. All right. They're coming here to be destroyed in the second coming of the Lord Yahushua. So that's playing into it. And in the midst of all this, it's a perfect crescendo, a beautiful orchestra of destruction and prophecy. In the midst of all this, you have the U.S. and Israel going up against Iran, or as we speak, mounting tensions. This one, that one. They took this ship. I believe they said that I don't know if it was the Houthis, but somebody on the other side or on Iran's side allegedly took a British vessel. All right, and you're gonna have these tit for tat things, and it's just gonna be escalated from here on out. All right, so hey man, things are very much so heating up. Prophecy is speaking louder than ever, and this is why we have to rejoice because our redemption is very close, man, and their doom is very close. See, the more we rejoice, the more the world is going to sorrow. You know, I believe the Lord said that you know, we will have sorrow, and the world will rejoice, but our joy or our sorrow will be turned into joy. Roughly paraphrasing. So we know that in these last days that eventually the tide is going to turn and we're going to be the ones rejoicing. These people are going to be the ones sorrowful. All right. So all of the bullshit, all the opinions, all of the vain talking points that these people have, we're about to see what's what because the Lord is going to speak. All right. I was watching the video from the brother Shalomah, and this one dude was saying, well, okay, Sarah Garvey, right? He's a damn black power demon type of dude, right? I don't know what he's into necessarily, but I know he ain't into the Most High. He seems like he's on some Pan-African shit. But anyways, he was saying how, well, all these people are claiming that they serve the real God and they serve the real God, and they're arguing amongst themselves. So who could really be telling the truth at the end of the day? All right, that's the difference between us and the rest of these people, these Christians and these Catholics and these other sects and religions, is that we don't feel a need to really argue with these people because we have the confidence knowing that we have the truth. So we're here to tell you what the truth is, and if you can either accept it or reject it, and it's really no sweat off of our back. All right, we're not arguing with somebody trying to say, well, look, you have to believe what we believe because we got it right. We know we have it right because the Lord put it in our mind to have it right, and somebody has to have it right. Somebody has to have the truth about the Most High God, and that's us brothers from the apostles on down. Elders, the bishops, the babes, you brothers that are just newly come. All right. The Lord has revealed himself to us, and that's how we're able to declare all these prophecies. So we're not even a month into 2024, and look at everything that's happening. Eve getting judged left and right, bodies dropping left and right, people getting destroyed day by day. What do you think is going to happen next month, February? We're at the point where it's going to be monumental change month by month, even week to week. You know, it only takes really a day for something major to happen. And before you know it, economy collapse. They could bring it any day now, man. 2024 is proven to be a big year already. All right, so we just got to keep watching and praying, and keep our eyes on the prize, keep our eyes single, because there's a great reward coming for those that are faithful. But yet, the world right now, the majority of these Americans still have their head up their ass, man. All right, making plans for this year. Oh, 2025, I'm gonna go on vacation. I'm going to Dubai. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. The Lord's about to cut all of their plans short, man. All right. So we're in a beautiful time. Sudden destruction is coming. Even though they're going to say peace and safety, sudden destruction is coming. And we have the light, and we know and understand and watch for the signs of the times that the Lord is coming. All right. So we're not in darkness as others are. So the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night to the world. But unto his men, the men of the Lord are going to be expecting it, even though we don't know the exact time. So hey, with that, we'll go ahead and close this out. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Chak. Lord's word was edifying. This was an edifying lesson. All right. And a shalom until the next one.